What's that noise? What is that noise? Oh shit, guys, look at the size of that thing. Hello everybody, welcome back to Lost Game Chronicles. It's Kelly, and tonight we are going to continue playing the Iron Rig. Now, I'm pretty sure this game is cursed for me because once again I messed up my recording for this game, my last recording. This is the second time, if you're not following. This isn't something I normally do, but for some reason with this game, boy oh boy, I can't quite get it right. So at this point there should be some stuff like kind of rolling into frame. I'm gonna do my best to kind of piece together the footage and stuff from the last session, and we'll summarize. So we started the session, we had just finished getting the siphon trawler on the back of the boat, and we had some fish to collect in Gale Cliffs. So first of all, we went to Gale Cliffs, had some issues there because we caught a couple of the fish we needed, but it turned out we needed to upgrade the fathomless winch in order to fish the abyssal, the hadal, and the oceanic stuff. If you'll notice, there's little arrows, up arrows. Same thing here. So in order to fish any of these areas and get the fish that we need to be able to have these little arrows. So went back to the Iron Rig. We talked to the foundry lady. The lady there still needed the canisters from the siphon trawler, so we went back to Little Marrow. We figured out that you have to actually activate the siphon trawler when going through the mucky stuff. We also learned that you can actually vacuum up that stuff on the water. So you can actually clean the entire area, which was pretty cool. A neat discovery. And then it just basically works as a trawl net. As you travel, eventually you get one of these containers. So then we went back to the Iron Rig. We got the upgraded hoist. We turned one of the canisters into the scientist there. As soon as we turned that in, he started like dissecting the fishes, and then a squid attacked the rig and is currently like hanging on to the bottom of it, like came out of the deeps. And when we talked to him again, he said that he had a student that was out in Stellar Basin that he'd sent out there because she got into, I don't know, some kind of trouble with one of the colleagues for disagreeing with something, and he thought he was doing her a favor. Turns out it's the scientist that lives in Stellar Basin, and she was not particularly happy to see us. Not us personally, but she was kind of pissy about the fact that we were working with Ironhaven, and she basically said, like, if you think that they're doing good, they're not, definitely not. But she said that her research was to do with finding a way to communicate with any species, like a language model that would be able to communicate with anything, based on like noise frequencies or something. Don't ask me. And that the only thing that they had figured out how to say was retreat. So basically it's a way of scaring off anything. And the idea is that we could use that to protect the people on the rig. She didn't really care about the rig itself. She didn't really care about the scientists there, but she said that the people, like, not all of them are at fault for what Ironhaven is doing. And so she decided to share this model with us. So the next time we go back to the rig, we'll be turning that in to the guy. And then we also have to go around Stellar Basin and capture some fish. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We got all of the fish out of Gale Cliffs. I think I mentioned that. It took us a little while. I also cleaned up an entire patch of ocean out there just to see if we could. And sure enough, when you get close enough to the end, it just kind of clears it up. So I'm not sure if like maybe there's an achievement for like cleaning up all the oil slicks or whatever it is. But I'm excited to find out. So that is what we were doing today. Sorry that this is kind of cobbled together footage to cover off this. But currently we are here. We are at the docks in Stellar Basin, and we're gonna do a little bit of fishing today. So let's do a rest. We just arrived at the end of the last episode. I'm glad I stopped where I did, because I almost didn't. But that's good. Okay. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to drop... Oops, that's not it. I'm going to drop some crab pots. That's it. Okay. Actually, you know what? This is a bad spot for them. I have to find an actual oil slick, I think. We also learned that there are some monsters that live in these oil patches. We'll probably see them here. They're kind of like weird little weird guys. And also, you kind of go crazy while standing on them, it seems. The oil slicks, that is. Okay. That's not what we need. Ah. Creepy fish, okay. Put that. Oh, we also saw a blue whale last session. It was very, very cool. It was huge. I'm sure this time that it was a blue whale. I think I've misidentified them previously because that thing was very, very large. Unfortunately, I've probably lost the footage on that, which sucks, but... This dark ooze stuff that like just pops into your vessel periodically, you really want to get rid of it quickly because it'll eat all of your fish and stuff, which is not ideal. Yeah, see? It also climbs in if you miss one of your catches. Let's quickly catch the cabin, jump into pursuits, go to Iron Rig. So yeah, see, we got the siphon trawler. We're working on constructing the buildings. We just need to build the tier 4 factory, but we finished the tier 2 foundry and the tier 2 tech lab. And then this is the thing. Huge tentacles have gripped the legs of the rig, threatening to destabilize the whole thing. Scientist has an understudy in Stellar Basin with some knowledge and way to communicate with things. The researcher provided us some schematics to construct repelling devices. Eagle shark, tripod starfish, and a sea slug. Oh, tripod spiderfish, eagle shark, and then what was the other one? Sea slug and a Macalea. Whatever that thing is. Alright, have a little snooze. We'll go check those crab pots in the morning. I'm gonna try and go around the backside here. See if there's another oil slick. Yeah, there's one back here. It seems like you can't get like all of the fish from the same area. Here we go. We also discovered some monsters that live in the oil slicks. Like, they, like, come up and look at you, and then they chase you. There's the sea slug we needed. And then there's another one that seems to be based on, like, sanity that it will attack. Ooh, no. Guess I should pick up the trap as well. We probably won't be coming back. We absolutely do not have space to pick that up. So, back to the rig, I guess, at this point. That was very efficient. Oh, I don't think we have any space to pick these up. Which is unfortunate, because I would like to. But we've got fish that are valuable. I think we're just going to go back to the rig, if I can figure out where it is in relation to where we are. It's this way. Ah, there it is. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next on this oil rig. It'll be interesting to see. But you guys are about to see the tentacles that have gripped the legs of it. I don't know why I'm so bad at recording this. Look how cool it looks now that everything's upgraded up there. Well, it's almost all upgraded. There's a couple things left, but... And they all have, the tentacles all have eyes on them. Isn't that creepy? Okay. Alright, here we go. Bring these fish in before they go bad. The scientist arranges the specimens now laid out on a metal table in front of him. He connects electrodes and wires to each head. The brains of fish are primitive. In many ways, their simplicity is kind of purity. No burdensome emotions to confuse the data. Just as rigor mortis locks its muscles, the final shape of the mind is held by the brain, and it can be extracted. The room is pierced with the sharp sound of capacitors charging. The corpses on the bench jolt in unison, slackened muscles arch and tense before lying still again. The scientist is already looking at the 4 monitors behind him. The same vague shape scrolls across each screen. A ragged circle, writhing cells, lidless eyes, yawning pit. The difficulty is in reading it. Don't forget, the rig is still in need of some defense system constructed. The people are depending on you, oddly enough. Okay, so let's go to the undermarket. We'll do our repair real quick. Oh my god. Is this a different monster than what we've seen before? Guys, I have to be really brave to do- Oh my god, no, I can't handle it. Nope, 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 nope. Oh my god, get me back to shore. I mean, that thing didn't even do anything and it scared the shit out of me. It just disappeared. I hate it. Oh god, okay. We're gonna sleep. Actually, we'll probably rest all the way to morning and then we'll turn this defenses thing in. We'll get a better view of whatever's about to happen. So this is where we're going to build some kind of machine to repel those tentacles, right? That's what the scientist said. These blueprints are confusing. What even is... Okay, I think I follow. Okay. That in there. Get those. Alright. Something dramatic is about to happen. You guys ready? We'll get started. Fences are primed. Turning them on now. This is better work. The droning voice begins to sound from the top of the rig, reverberating through the metal down into the deep. Ooh, off it goes. I mean, this only ends badly, right? The defenses are operational, emitting a droning sound that grates at the ears. Outside, the foreman is in conversation with a recent arrival to the rig, a stern-looking man in a suit. But sir, the seafloor here, it shouldn't be disturbed. This whole rig is built on some kind of living fault. You have to trust me. Trust you. You who couldn't even keep shipments in order, who involved locals just to save your own hide. The foreman cowers behind a clipboard. You who put this whole operation in jeopardy. Enough of this. Your concerns end at steel and scaffolding. The future of this corporation is for me alone to decide. Fire it up. The drill descends once more into the blackness under the rig. This is gonna be bad. This is human hubris, you guys. The hubris of man believing that it controls the ocean. And the planet. Oh no, Twisted Strand. The man in the suit turns to you. And we're back on track. While he overstepped his corporate responsibility, it appears the foreman was right to enlist your assistance. There's one final building that needs to be constructed on the platform. Fleet services. Without this building, we're unable to scale our efforts efficiently. I'll cut you a deal. If you assist in the construction of this building, we'll permit the workers to fit your vessel with a significant hull upgrade. Ooh. After that, I don't want to see you around here anymore. Our operation is confidential. Get on with it. What a rude son of a bitch. Okay, so this can probably be upgraded again to tier 4. I don't think we have any more boxes. We need more cloth, or we can find some. Okay, so that's something that we'll have to do. The science lab. Yes. So we have some more fish from the Twisted Strand. We've got mangrove, so we're gonna have to upgrade our rod again. We've got one crab trap, some shallows, and a couple of mangrove. Okay. What's your opinion of your boss? My master. Oh, the executive, yes. It's my master. What a weird way to call somebody your boss. Like, unless you're like an actual servant. But even then, I think in like even, I don't know when this is set, I guess 19... Is it modern day? I'm not sure. Probably not modern day. Not quite, anyway. But like maybe like 50s, 60s? I don't know. When were they putting big oil rigs out in the ocean? When did they start doing that? Who knows? Anyway, it's a strange choice of words, either way. The executive, yes. He's everywhere. Very hardworking. Always has been. Always will be. Yeah. Okay. He needs me. My work. It all has to be correct. Do you understand? We have to be in the right place, or else there's not much time left. They do know. Have you learned anything about the dark fluid I collected? It's unlike any substance ever seen, touched. It's smooth one moment, silky, and the next sharp, stabbing. The scientist flinches at something in the air above him. A moment later, the lights flicker. The subtle pop of blown capacitor can be heard somewhere on the nearby bench. His voice drops to breathy murmur. It holds secrets, instructions, whispers. Man, you seem concerned. Concerned? No. Concern implies... He turns to look at you. One of his eyes is bloodshot, the white completely overrun with dark red blood. The concern implies that we didn't know this would happen. Oh, shit! So they did know. And see, this is where all of the cracks have occurred. Have you ever seen somebody with like one totally like bloodshot eye? Like it's like a This happened to my dad and also somebody that I worked with, I remember. But like they show up and like the white of their eye is just like completely red. It's so fucked up. It's like it's creepy. It's really, really off-putting. It's like a blood vessel or something bursts in the eye, and it's like probably not a ton of blood, but well, I guess there's probably a lot of blood in the eyes, but anyway. It's not like they're... Anyway, it's weird. It's really off-putting. I don't think it takes a ton of blood in the, like damage to the eye to do that either, which is crazy. Anyway, sorry if you're squeamish. I guess maybe I should have like prefaced that, but anyway. All right, so what is it that we have to do now? Fleet services. All right, so we need a lot of stuff. So we'll need to get the anti-tangle line. We need a dart canister, which we've got. And we will need to build another crate. So that's one crate that we need. Let's quickly buy the mangrove rod that we're gonna need here. This one. And we need 2 for this as well. Okay, so all we need is 1 crate, 2, 3. And then 4. Okay, well the creepy squid guy went away. Bonus. Looks like there's some crates in the water out here, which would be really useful. Before I started, I tried to get a shot for you of the other monster that like lives in the sticky spots, but maybe we'll be able to get a shot out here. He like follows you around. Well, actually, you guys have already seen him. He's that guy at the monster that attacked us at the end of like the first episode for Ironhaven. It looks kind of like it's got like sort of like a shovel head on it. Kind of weird. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna do the upgrades that I want to get done up here. This one. So we'll get this done. We will uninstall this, and that to storage. Install that. So this does coastal mangrove, so we still need a shallow rod. There, okay, so mangrove, coastal, infused, hoist. We've got a whole bunch. I collected a just absolute pile of... So did we upgrade to tier 4? No, let's upgrade tier 4 on this. We'll do it for the factory. Alright, tier 4. About all we need. Exotic bait, an crab bait, and an aberrant bait. Cool. Okay, so I should have everything I need to collect the fish for this area. Mangrove, shallow, mangrove, and then a crab. So I'll need some crab pots on me. Mangrove and shallow. Okay. So everything's leveled up now except for fleet services, I believe. You know what is nice about this place? As much as I hate having to like fish in here, is that there's no monsters here anymore. That's a bonus. That is a real bonus. right? These are some of my favorite shaped fish. They're so easy to handle. Grove. Oh, I forgot to pick up. It's okay. I think we're pretty close to the, There it is. There's the pontoon. On the pontoon. Oh my god, that was so bad. I actually forget how that song goes. And yes, I was trying to sing a song there. It was pretty sad, though. Ooh, an arapaima. I think that's just a fish that we've never caught before. Ooh, that's a toothy one. Okay, so back to the boat. Or I keep calling it a boat. It's not a boat. It's definitely not a boat. It is connected to the seafloor. So I think by definition, it's not a boat. Apparently some oil rigs are like considered like countries. Is that a real thing? What the fuck was that? Oh my god, I was not made for games like this. Alright, let's turn these in first. Yeah, arapaima was not on the list. So we just need an opa bina. Opa benia. And one of these crab things. Alright. Generator, we'll sell the rest of our fish. 300 bucks for just that. Okay. I'll take it. Alright, let's go check on our crab pots. Ooh. What's this? Ooh, a boreal shell. That's crazy. Okay, that's one of the fish that we needed. We just need the shallows one, which will probably be around the edges. If I had to guess, it won't be in the center areas, will it? It'll be like out here. Yeah. Hey, look. We got a trophy version. Okay. I'm gonna go back and get my crab pots then. Since we're done out here. I'm getting pretty good at this. Alright, we did it. Okay. Now, the only thing that we didn't manage to do is get the... That looked weird from a distance. Is get the materials we need for another crate. So we might have to go back out there, but I want to turn these fish in first, just in case. You know how stuff tends to go sideways. Alright, science lab. Submit samples. That in there. That in there. The corporation leadership here... With corporation leadership here, I have to focus. There are pressures acting upon me. We must know where the creatures entered. Where the blood... He places specimen into a large metal chamber before sealing the lid. The motor runs briefly. A pressure gauge on the chamber rises. The Elder communicates in power. He flips a large switch, and the metal chamber begins to spin, slowly at first, then accelerating until the whole thing is a blur. Needles etch onto graph paper, transcribing the ascent of something. Scratched out at a speed, a dark fluid rises from a tube connected to the chamber. Not yet. Pure. We will need more. Down. Deeper. Ooh. So these fuckers knew the whole time what they were doing. That scientist was absolutely just playing dumb the whole time. Let's see, what's this boreal shell? A cold wind blows through a skeletal frame, condensed into the light of a ghostly aurora. Ooh, fancy. Okay. Alright, we'll sell the rest of this for 250 bucks. We'll put these away. And it's 4 o'clock. I think we'll rest until morning. We'll go out. We'll try to get the cloth that we need somewhere out here. Look at that. That's a cool shot, isn't it? The sun rising behind the oil rig. I guess one could say also kind of sad, but it's a reality of the modern world we live in. Whoops. God, I'm so bad at this. Only 1 cloth. I guess that's really all we need. It's gonna be wood. We have so much wood. But I think we have everything else we need for a crate. Of course, we could also check while we're out here as well. In a couple days, maybe crates have respawned out here. No. They haven't. Alright, foundry. Get our crate. Start a new one. Does it freeze up space in our inventory? Have a little rest and we'll do fleet services in the morning. When it's light out, we can see what happens once we do this. Something bad is about to happen. Alright. You guys ready for cutscene? Here we go. Hey, we got our achievement for all levels of the building on the rig, so we've done all of the building on the rig that is possible. Everything should be operational here, sir. Excellent. Remember, fisherman, I'll permit the workers to upgrade your hull with our tech here. But I think you know how this works by now. You'll have to gather the materials for yourself. Outside, the executive's talking to the foreman. We're almost there. Give it another push. How much power can we give this thing? Sir, I don't think we really shouldn't. The executive shoots the foreman a glance, disdain and dismissal lacing the muscles of his face. The foreman backs down, defeated. Setting the drill to full power, sir. The machinery in the drill tower steps into overdrive, blurring the air with the sound of gears turning. Look, there's a fucking whole helicopter up here. Has to be somewhat modern. What's that noise? What is that noise? Oh shit, guys, look at the size of that thing. Ah! We really probably should have left. Before they... Alright, and they've ruined yet another area. As the roar of the giant creature fades, it leaves behind a silence on all that witnessed it. Faces stare from windows and hands grip railings, trying to process the spectacle. Boss, that must have been the thing that got all our material shipments, and now it's coming for the rig. A murmur of panic begins to rise from onlookers. No, we're close now, and it knows it. How long will it take for the drill to break through the next layer? Still a little way to go, but you can't be serious, surely. Not with that thing in the water. Our lives are in danger, and you want to keep drilling. Get it done. The executive turns and walks away towards his office, leaving the foreman shaking his head. He's insane. What the hell are we doing here? This drill, whatever's down there, we shouldn't be disturbing it. Fisherman, you've got to help us. He won't listen to reason, but perhaps he'll listen to an operational setback? What do you have in mind? We can't shut the drill down ourselves, not without repercussions from the corporation following us for the rest of our lives. But if it were to be damaged by a force of nature or force of the deep, we'd have no choice but to abandon our positions. I know it sounds crazy, but if the defenses were to stop operating suddenly, it would leave the drill but vulnerable. Please, have a think, see what you can do. Interesting. Should we talk to the executive? We haven't asked him anything yet. Why is the Ironhaven Corporation interested in this region? He scoffs. The corporation has an interest in every region. Over the next few years, you'll come to understand. What is your scientist doing with the fish I've been gathering? Whatever he likes. Honestly, even if I cared to know myself, I'm not sure why you think I'd tell you. Wow, what a guy. He's very dapper, though. I like his suit. The foreman was telling the truth. Something attacked the rig. The executive makes a show of looking around and peering over a railing. Well, I don't see it anymore, do you? What? Gee whizzikers, okay. Is whatever you're here for really worth risking the lives of your people? My people? These are employees. Okay. So, word of advice for anybody out there looking for a job. I know that it's kind of a privilege to be able to pick and choose your jobs, but if you can avoid it, don't work for people who just think of people who work for them as employees. But of course, unfortunately, that is kind of the reality of the world that we live in these days. But if you can get away with it, you can find somebody who sees you as an actual person, even if it's just like a manager, like a middle manager is willing to like have your back. I think that is usually a good thing. So what can we do to the defenses? You walk the perimeter of the tower. One of the electrical panels hasn't been securely fastened. Open it. Bundle of cables travel from a black box up into the heights of the tower. Black box has a number of empty slots on the top, one of which has a module inserted in it. It's labeled Flea in electrical tape. Considering this is her invention, perhaps the researcher and Stellar Basin would have some advice. Okay, so we have to go back to the researcher. But for now, that is going to be the end of Dredge, the Iron Rig, for this evening. Quickly just make sure we don't need repairs. We'll sell our generator stuff. Here you go. Have all of our fish. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it. We will come back and finish this. It'll probably be done next episode, I think. It's probably like get 4 episodes out of it. Well, it would be 4 if I hadn't lost the last one. And again, I apologize for that, but hopefully we've been able to kind of cover over what was missed between those 2 episodes. If not, I'm sure there's loads of other people on YouTube who are doing playthroughs of this, so I can't recommend one off the top of my head because I've avoided spoilers for this, but if it's a deal breaker for you, I totally get it. I totally understand if you feel the need to watch it somewhere else. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. You are wonderful, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!